This time we're doing something a little different. I'd like to start by introducing you to Lela. Lela's been with us since she was this big, but now she is this big. She's a great cat, but it's often hard to tell her mood. She always seems a little angry. Don't be fooled by this innocent look. She is definitely laying a trap. She's also a great model for sketching. Today's project is for her. I'm planning to build her a hammock. She doesn't need this hammock, and she may not want this hammock, but I want to build one. She does like to sit on random things, so maybe? I'm going to use some oak scraps for the wood parts and repurpose the cloth from a broken heating pad. I made a little laser cut template to start. Then I ripped a few oak scraps left over from that butcher block counter you see. Eventually that counter is going to make its way into the tiny house, but for today it's extra counter in the shop. I cut a 45-degree angle on the straight parts using the chop saw. For the curved end pieces, I traced out the shape on the wood and then roughed out the shape with the bandsaw. Then I used the belt sander to bring it slowly into shape. Now, to join the parts together. So I fell for the hype around the festival domino. So far, it is very cool, but I'm still learning to use it. I started on the table, but soon realized I needed much better clamping with these short little parts. So I glued up the two sides, then waited overnight to see how it came out. The result was good, but not perfect, so I did a bunch of sanding to even everything out. To join the two sides together, I also used the domino. This time with this vertical plunge cut that I had never tried. Before I glued both sides together, I took a trim router and chamfered all the edges. I was pretty proud of this part. I thought it would look nice, and I knew it would be really difficult if I waited until after I glued everything. I even remembered to stop short in the middle where the bottom part would join together. That way the joint would be solid across and the chamfer would just be on both sides of the joint. I added the same edge detail to the middle stretcher parts. I did some more sanding and glued everything up. I came back the next day and took it out of the clamps and applied some polyurethane. After that, I pre-drilled the wood in preparation to attach the fabric. This is where things got a little sketchy. Drilling a screw through the fabric just made the fabric spin around really fast and partially tear. I did a bunch of fiddling with the razor to pre-cut the fabric, which was also a bit sketchy. It helped, but it wasn't great. I think if I do something like this again, I'll 3D print a little plastic sleeve to stick through the fabric so the thread doesn't catch on the drill or the screw threads. When it was done, it seemed like the screw heads might tear out of the fabric, so I left it overnight. The next day I thought of using these wooden strips to both reinforce the fabric where it joined the base and to make it look a little less lumpy. So then it was time to show Lela her new sleeping spot. Results were decidedly mixed. So I tried bribery. She stayed just long enough to take the bribe, but no. I didn't have a lot of hope that she would use it, but I put the hammock out on the sun porch, which is very much her domain. A couple of days later, and what did I see? There's my giant cat on a hammock that is slightly too small for her. I count that as a definite win. That's it for this week. Thanks for stopping by.